The rural aunt couldn't sleep peacefully. She actually forced the man to have children, but the noise was so loud that the bed collapsed. The woman rubbed her head, confused. Isn't this a dream? Why does it hurt so much? Then, she turned her head and saw the man beside her, but he looked very unfamiliar. The man was getting dressed while scolding her, saying that she should sleep early in the morning. Instead of doing such things, the bed had been broken so many times because of her these past few days. He then went to pick up some wood to fix the bed. The woman stood there, looking around the room in confusion, until she saw the calendar on the wall showing 1980. Only then did she suddenly realize she had traveled through time. It turns out, she was a genius modern musician. She had just finished a concert and said goodbye to the fans. On her way home, she collided with a runaway truck. Then she found herself in the body of this rural woman. She had always thought that what was happening was just a dream, but the pain made her realize it couldn't be. Since she had traveled through time, she decided to take things as they came. After all, she was a famous musician. There was no way she would starve in this rural area. The ants by the roadside saw her come out and began gossiping, saying that usually she was as lazy as a maggot, but today she got up early. The woman thought she should build a good relationship, so she went over to chat with the ants, but they mistook her intentions, thinking she wanted to freeload, so they took their bowls and left. The remaining ants didn't hold back and scolded her fiercely, calling her a shrew. The woman was completely puzzled and looked down at her reflection in the water basin. At that moment, all the bad deeds of the original owner flooded her mind. It turned out, the original owner's father had once saved the cultural troupe leader, so the original owner threw a tantrum and forced the leader to marry her. After the marriage, she kept being lazy and gluttonous. Whenever hungry, she would visit other people's homes, taking buns from one place, steamed buns from another. She even snatched toys from children. She became notorious as a bully in the village. She was known across 10 miles, but married the handsome and promising troop leader. This made the scheming woman hate her to the core. She secretly swore that the woman would soon join the cultural troupe and would no longer freeload from the ants' homes. Everyone praised the scheming woman for her beauty, saying she was the only one who deserved the troop leader. At this moment, the troop leader walked over carrying wooden boards and asked the woman to come back to fix the bed with him. The scheming woman, seeing this scene, grabbed the woman in confusion and quickly asked how the bed broke. The woman didn't avoid it and told her the whole story, which made the scheming woman tremble with anger. To prevent his wife from causing more trouble, the troop leader decided to let the woman work in the cultural troupe, but she was strictly forbidden to do anything like before. The woman explained, embarrassed, that it was because she had been dreaming and it wouldn't happen again. But the troop leader was already thoroughly disappointed. He thought she was a liar and not trustworthy. The woman immediately stated that she had never liked him and that as long as she could stand in the cultural troupe, she would divorce him. At that moment, the scheming woman barged in without knocking